Hello traders, you're welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at one of the most effective tools in trading. Although this tool does not guarantee profit, it is the ADX, or the average directional index indicator. Now, if you've ever wanted to know how to tell if a trend is strong enough to trade, then this is the video for you. So what exactly is the ADX? What exactly is the average directional index? You might be wondering, what does this indicator do? How does this indicator help me? Now, the ADX is an indicator that shows the strength of a trend. Okay, it's not necessarily showing the direction of the trend, but how powerful the trend is. Okay, so the ADX scale ranges from 0 to 60. I'm just going to add it onto the chart right now, and we can confirm that. Okay, we can see that I'm just going to set it to the default. Okay, all right, so let me go to the daily time frame. Set this, so we can see that the higher value changes with the time frame. Okay, you can see the monthly time frame is showing us 59, the weekly time frame is showing us 71, the daily time frame shows 72, the 4 hours shows 63, the 1 hour shows 73. Like that is actually changing with the time frame. Or let me just use fixed minimum and fixed maximum. Okay, I don't think it's going to change anymore. Okay, you can see it's no longer changing, right? Okay, so we're just going to use the highest value as 70. Okay, so now you can see that the indicator is ranging from 0 to 70. Now, higher values mean stronger trends. Basically, that is just the interpretation. Higher values mean stronger trends, while lower values indicate a weaker trend or a choppy market. Okay, now we can see that based on the default settings, we have the 20 level and we have the 25 level. Okay, these are the default settings, and we are going to work with the default settings. All right, so first things first, you'll need to set up your ADX on your chart. You need to set it up on your chart, and you can just leave it on the default settings. Make sure you tick this fixed minimum and tick the fixed maximum. Okay, then apply it to your chart. Now you can decide to play around with the value of the period. Yeah, depending on the kind of trader that you are. The default is 14, but if you want the indicator to react faster to price changes, then you can decide to modify this to lower values, perhaps 10, 7, 8, depending on if you are a scalper or a day trader. You can decide to modify the period and experiment a couple of figures to suit your trading style. But if you are a swing trader or a long-term trader, you can decide to use higher values, like maybe 17, 20, depending on your trading style. Okay, if you want to catch longer movements and you are looking for more valid trends, okay, you can decide to use higher values. But if you were just looking for average reactions in the market, and you can just leave the default settings. Okay, now here's how you use the ADX indicator. A key level to watch is the 25 level, as we can see here. The 25 level is a key level to watch. Now, if the ADX is above 25, it typically signals a strong trend. If it is below 25, the trend is considered weak or sideways. So if you see the ADX rising above the 25 level, that's a good sign that the trend is picking up strength. Okay, now the ADX alone is great, but pairing it with price action can give us even more insight. For instance, if you spot a breakout and the ADX is above 25, let's just look for a very practical example. Very, very practical example. Now we can see that the the price of gold, because this is the gold um, currency pair XAU USD, and we can see that there was a consolidation. I'm just going to indicate that with a rectangle. Okay, we can see that there was a consolidation within this zone, right? Now, when you are using the ADX and combining it with price action, one of the things you can be looking out for is breakouts. It's just one of the things you can be looking out for. Remember that the ADX shows us the strength of a trend, right? So in the case of breakouts, when you have a breakout, for example, what happened here, although the price later retraced into the channel, when you have a breakout, it's important that you look at the indicator window, and watch out for the ADX value being above 25. In this situation, the ADX value was already above 25 right from this point. It was already above 25. Okay, so but basically, if you spot a breakout and the ADX is above 25 and rising, it must be rising. That's usually a solid confirmation of trend strength. Okay, remember though that the ADX only tells you the strength, so always check price direction before jumping in. Now we can see that there was a breakout. The breakout actually happened, and then we had the price coming back into the consolidation zone, and then after that the main breakout now happened. Well, this was kind of a false breakout though, because the price entered into the consolidation channel again before the main breakout finally happened at the third trial. There was another false breakout here, and at the third trial we had the valid breakout. And to confirm that breakout, we had the ADX climbing above the 25. We can confirm that here. When the second breakout happened, you can see that the ADX was pointing downwards, so we shouldn't have even entered a buy trade here because the ADX was pointing downwards. When this particular breakout happened, the ADX, although was still pointing upwards, but it was already close to the maximum level. So this wouldn't have even been a great point to enter a buy trade. This would have just been the best, because at this breakout, the ADX was coming out of the 25. It was just at that point that it was coming out of the 25 level. So this would have been the best time to enter a buy trade, confirming the breakout. Okay. Now for entries, look for the ADX line to cross above the 25. That's just the entry signal. The ADX line should cross above the 25 as your initial go signal. Okay. Then check if price action supports your entry. Like when a breakout happens, for example, I'm just using this as an example, right? So you have to look out for a retest, for example, and then you should have a candlestick pattern that is in support of that bullish breakout. For example, we had a doji forming around here, and remember that the doji is a candlestick pattern that indicates a possible reversal. So having formed just at the support zone, it indicated a possible reversal, and we can see that eventually the price actually reversed, and the bullish move continued, because the price was actually in a bullish move before this consolidation started. So this was more of a continuation of the bullish move. Okay, and the doji confirmed it. So when you have the ADX crossing above the 25 and you have a candlestick pattern, maybe like the doji or any other pattern that confirms the bullish move, then you can enter your buy trade. Okay, now when you enter your buy trade, you can decide to set your stop loss right below the swing low, or below the support level, and then your take profit can be at the nearest resistance zone, or you can use other indicators for additional confirmation as well. Now here are a few tips for you to keep in mind. One is avoid trading when the ADX is low. And what I mean by low is when the ADX is under 20, between 20 to 25, or basically under 20. Avoid trading when the ADX is under 20, okay? Because that can indicate a choppy market. And then secondly, be cautious if ADX hits very high levels, like what happened around here. We had ADX at a high level, and at that point we had a breakout. So we have to be cautious when ADX is hitting high levels. It can indicate a possible reversal or a possible pullback, like what happened here. Okay. And then finally, always combine the ADX with other indicators or price action for the best results. All right, that's the ADX in a nutshell. If you're ready to start using this strategy to spot strong trends, you can give it a try and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more trading tips. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video to others who might also find it insightful. Okay, so thanks for watching and happy trading.